lecture 7, where we'll be discussing about HTML forms, image, and iframe tags. So let's get started. Open your Visual Studio Code. Then I'll open the folder which is front-end web dev. I'll open the folder. So it is stored in the desktop front end. Then click on select folder. So just give it a few seconds. Okay, we are in. So now before we move on, we actually stopped at let me run this. So wait for the live server to come up. Okay, just one sec. Okay, so let me run the live server. Click on it. So then cool, we should have our page like this. So this was where we stopped, and I'll minimize so I can. Okay, let me just minimize this very well. Okay, so now we can start. Let me just add this. So before we proceed, at the bottom of that table tag, so I'm going to let me pick, there is I want to explain something briefly here. So I explained ordered lists. I will just copy this and let me move down and explain the unordered list. So unordered list, let me paste it here. Then to remove this comments, just click on Ctrl/. You can see by so doing, you can see we have it here. And how are we changing this UL, which is ordered list, to unordered list, which is OL? So I'll press Ctrl D. The moment I press Ctrl D, you notice that the cursor highlighted to the opening tag and closing tag. I'll just press OL. So I have changed it to unordered list, and by so doing, you notice that in my page here, I have it as 1 2 3 4 5. You can see in our page here we did not have it as 1 2 3 4 5, so and so on and so forth. So that is how unordered list actually, that is how it works. So let me proceed. Let me just include let me add little headings here. Page 2, sorry, 2. I choose simplicity. Let me clean others. Just trying to clean the list. Automated student results app. Video animation using AI, yes, and then e-commerce websites, for instance. So you can see them now. So now let's move forward. So I'll be explaining the image tag. So the image tag, I will just type image, then okay, I have the image here. The image doesn't have a corresponding closing tag, so you can easily just type img and press your tab key. You have something like this. The source attributes, all these items we have inside this tag are called attributes. This is source, this is alternative text. That is, for instance, let me grab some images. Let me paste those images in the same folder in which we are building this project. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is I'm going to open my directory here, and let me try to spot pictures. Let me spot some pictures here. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me even pick my picture. I'll pick this and I'll pick this. Okay, I think these two is okay. So let me pick them. I've copied them. Then I can go to I think this is a shortcut where I can access the folder. Okay, the folder is in desktop. let me paste it in my front end web development. So you can see I can create another folder inside the main folder where we are working. You can see the folder location. So right click, create. So I can name it img, which is image. Then inside that image I will open the file there. I will open the file image, then I will paste the two images here. So I can just name this first one as okay, so I have my images here, image 1, image 2. So let me go back to my code, and I'll be having image img. You can see this is the folder that we created the image. So image 1, you can see. So I can just add alternative text. If you scroll down, you can see the image here. Here is my picture, for instance. So the essence of this auth means that before the image loads, or probably the image is not available, so this text will be displayed alternatively. So I can copy this and just paste this here and rename this as image 2. So you have to be careful of the image file extension. So we can set the image size, height. I can adjust the height to be 200 pixel, or you can just even leave it as 200. It's still the same thing. Width, the width can be 200, so, and so on and so forth. You can see. So I can literally do the same thing for the curl this thing. Okay, so you can see we have the images side by side. So that's how you can actually add image to your text. So now let's move on to iframes. Okay, before we move on to iframes, let's move on to forms. So I'll type form. Okay, so I'll leave the action as blank. So in my forms, I'm gonna have inputs. So in my inputs, the attribute I'll be using is type, the name, for instance, full name, for instance, the id to full name. Then when I scroll down a little bit, let me hold on. Okay, let me just add some styling here. Let me just copy the form here so we can actually see the screen. Let me just put it above the image. You can copy and paste so we can see clearly, so that won't disturb us. You can see the form here, and I can just write 1, 3 application form. So after that, full name, I can include age and give it an ID as age. So I can, the first option, I can actually use placeholder. You will see the meaning of the placeholder, full name. So the next one, placeholder age. What is the function of placeholder?